Coach Linn from Salt Lake Running Company, and I am just going to talk to you today about my top 4 exercises when you're working out at home. The first one is the push-up. You can do it a variety of different ways, and it's great for full body. You're engaging your core, your back, your shoulders, biceps, and triceps, as well as chest. So you can do it either up against the wall, if you need, on a chair, or going down onto the ground. You can be on your knees or up on your toes, depending on where your strengths are at. And the push-up can be done in a variety of different hand positions. First, keeping it under your shoulders here, going down and up, making sure that your neck and back is in alignment. You can do more of like a tricep variation where your hands are lower, more narrow, coming down, engaging more of the tricep. Or you can go a wider push-up, going nice and wide. You're going to engage more of your back on that wide push-up. Second exercise is a plank. It is great in adding a little bit of dynamic and static movement in your exercise. So a plank can be up on your hands, doing a straight arm plank variation like this, or you can go down on your elbows, holding here. The biggest thing that you want to make sure is that you're keeping your glutes tight, core and back, not bringing your shoulders up, keeping them down. In the plank variations, you can either just hold it, or in your plank position, you can do shoulder taps, tapping, alternating, trying not to sway, but try and stay stable as you can, doing that shoulder tap. Or you can do up downs, where you're starting on your hands, go down on your elbows, coming back up, adding some variety there. The other way you can do your planks is engaging your legs a little bit more. So you're going to work more of your obliques. So starting up, say you're in the high plank, you're going to bring your knee to your elbow, alternating sides. Or you can bring it across, opposite elbow to opposite knee, going here, and switching sides. Third exercise are squats. You can do squats. You want to make sure your feet are at least shoulder width apart, toes out a little bit, squatting down. I will show you from the side, making sure that your knees don't go over your toes. You want to keep your bum back, chest up, knees behind your toes, and back up. You don't want to be going forward or keeping your pelvis here, because that's going to put too much strain on your knees. Squats can be done in a variety of different ways as well. You can go wide, sumo squat, again, keeping the knees behind or in line with your feet. You can do squat pulses, going up and down, really engaging your core, your glutes, keeping those quads nice and strong. You can do jump squats, going up and down, landing very soft so that you're not hurting your knees. And then narrow, making sure that you're coming back and back up. If doing a full squat is challenging or difficult for you, you can change your range of motion. You can either go down, keeping it a deep squat, about 90 degrees, or just squat with what you can. You can always utilize a chair if the coming back up is hard. When you come down, pause, come back up, because that's going to help with your everyday routine. And then we have our lunges. The biggest thing that I would recommend with lunges is to not go forward, because a lot of times when you go forward with your lunge, you're more likely to go over your toes, and you want to make sure that you keep behind your toes, not to put too much strain on your knees. So I put my hands on my waist so that I focus on keeping my core tight, and I go back, down, and up. You can tap up, you can come up, balance, and down, or just alternating that reverse lunge. Another variation that you can do, adding more challenges, you can put weights on either hand, or you can do a split squat Bulgarian where you have your foot elevated, coming into that lunge position, back up. You're going to engage your glutes a lot, and that is great for runners. Final thing, kind of a bonus activity, especially if you have a lot of back pain, you want to make sure you're strengthening your back. So my bonus exercise, I guess you could say number 5, are dead bugs. Funniest name, but you're going to be on the floor, on your back, keep your core tight, alternating your feet. To make it harder, you alternate your arms, opposite arm, opposite leg, and then you can even do both arms, keeping your neck down. You can add weight to it, but I highly recommend adding dead bugs in as a bonus because it's going to engage your core, stabilize your back, and that is always great as runners. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a great day.